So in the morning, whenever we do the first flight of the day, we must conduct a document check just to confirm all the documents that are required are on board the aircraft, including some of the lease agreements. So once in a while, you look at these things, you're like, the guy is making the real money, bana. This driver, bana.
Yes.
I'm a glorified driver, as some would say, although some of my colleagues will get so offended. But it's you cannot become wealthy from employment. That's a reality. People will take that and feel bad about it. Employment offers great stability, yes, but there's an obvious ceiling within it. I'm not going to become Elon Musk of becoming a pilot, of being a pilot.
No, that's relative. Because let's assume you are employed as a pilot and you're making Middle East money. There's a person who runs a business who doesn't even get half of that in profit.
Okay, fair enough. Again, everything is relative.
Yes.
But there's still a ceiling. Even if I'm given the highest possible pilot salary, it will not be generational.
Generational, plus it cannot give you access to investing in that.
Yes. So the real money is the ownership of so sometimes I think I'm like, hey, this company I'm working for, I'm making crazy money. Who owns it? Who's behind it? Who are the shareholders? The guys puppeteering at the top, that's where the real money is. Now, the biggest barrier of entry to aviation, of course, is capital. Very capital-intensive industry. At whatever level, even if you want to buy a 4-seater for a flight school or an A380 to start an airline, unless you're the Saudi royals who are starting Riyadh Air and they're coming in swinging, us guys are going to order. In fact, it's Boeing delaying us. If Boeing could remove 200 aircraft today, we are willing to pay cash.
Whoa.
Yeah, because they have, unlimited coffers. Yes. So the biggest barrier is, of course, capital, and everything in aviation costs, from the personnel, from the fees involved, permits to operate, maintenance costs, paying personnel like pilots, the different subscriptions we have for navigation tools we use. It's very capital intensive, right? So that would be the biggest barrier of entry. Yeah, and you need some very serious backing to start an airline. Yeah, but however, those who've dared and have done it successfully, I want you to think not just airline in terms of the bigger ones, the KQs, or think of charter companies, where you start off with a 14-seater aircraft that does Masai Mara. So there are guys who dared to dream and they started off, and right now they are